Ladies and gentlemen, today I'm going to give you a breakdown of the do's and don'ts of the airports and ports that are more than often overlooked by many, and today henceforth you're not going to be caught off guard. Most travelers don't realize this until it's happening to them. The reason you get pulled aside, the reason your bag is opened, the reason your trip suddenly feels uncomfortable is rarely something dramatic. It's usually something small, something you thought was harmless, something you didn't even think twice about. At the end of this video, you're going to know what exactly those things are and exactly how to avoid each one of them. Because once your bag goes on that conveyor belt, control shifts quietly out of your hands. By the end of this video, you're going to know what to carry, what not to carry, and how to carry everything you need to. You'll also understand what never to pack, what triggers secondary screening, why bags get opened without notice, what customs really looks for, and why something that's completely legal could mean detention or prison in another land. Let's start with the part that most people don't understand. When you fly or sail, you're dealing with two completely different authorities. TSA focuses on aviation safety before boarding, whilst on the other hand, Customs and Border Police focus on what enters the country when you land. Their rules overlap sometimes, but their priorities are not the same. And confusing them is where travelers get in trouble. Here is something that most people never hear until it happens. If a scanner detects something suspicious, prohibited, or illegal, security has legal authority to open your bag, and TSA-approved locks can be opened using universal master keys, and non-approved locks can be cut or broken. This is because they do not need your permission. Your lock does not protect your bag. Safety and national security always override personal property. Your carry-on is not about comfort, it's about control. Your passport, visas, boarding passes, hotel confirmations, travel insurance, and entry documents must always be with you. If your checked bag is delayed, searched, or lost, these items are not easily replaced. Losing your bag is inconvenient, but losing your documents can end your trip instantly. Cash and valuables belong in your carry-on as well. Money, jewelry, watches, electronics, and irreplaceable personal items should never be checked. They should always be in your carry-on luggage. Airlines do not guarantee compensation for valuables, and once a bag leaves your sight, access is not limited to you. Medications are another area that travelers create problems without realizing it. All medications must be in your carry-on bag. Prescription medications must remain in their original containers. Never separate pills from prescriptions. To custom officers, unlabeled pills are not medicine. Those to them are unidentified substances, and that alone can trigger secondary screening. If you're traveling with a baby, every essential item stays with you. Diapers, formula, baby food, medications, and feeding supplies should never be checked. Bags get delayed. Babies never wait. Electronics and batteries are non-negotiable. Phones, laptops, cameras, power banks, spare lithium batteries, vapes, and e-cigarettes must stay in your carry-on. Lithium batteries can overheat under pressure in cargo holds. If scanners detect batteries in checked luggage, your bag can be opened, items removed, and luggage delayed, sometimes without notification until arrival. You don't want to go through that. Liquids are one of the biggest reasons people get stopped. The 311 rule applies to anything spreadable. Peanut butter, yogurt, sauces, creams, gel. If it spreads, it's treated as a liquid. Expensive items don't get exceptions. And emotional value doesn't matter at checkpoints. Now, let's talk about checked luggage and the quiet mistakes that lead to secondary screening. Checked luggage is handled by systems, not people. Never place documents, medications, cash, baby essentials, electronics, or valuables inside it. Just don't place anything that you can't afford to lose in your checked baggage, because these bags once in a while get lost. Again, if your bag is flagged, it may be opened outside your presence. And if prohibited items are found, consequences will follow. And this is one of the most common triggers for bag searches. If detected, security may open your bag, remove your item, and delay or reroute your luggage. Wrapped gifts are another unexpected trigger, and custom officers are legally allowed to inspect everything you bring into the country. Wrapped items raise suspicion because their contents are unknown, despite the fact that the scanners are more or less like 3D scanners. If officers need to inspect, they will unwrap them completely. So just wrap gifts when you arrive. Food causes more secondary screening than anything else. Fresh fruits, vegetables, meats, seeds, and plant products are prohibited in many countries. This isn't rules for the sake of rules. Fruits and vegetables can carry insects, larvae, bacteria, fungi, and plant diseases invisible to the eye. Introducing them to a new country can cause devastating damage to agriculture and ecosystems. Even one piece of fruit can carry pests capable of destroying entire crops. That's why customs treat this very seriously, and also why fines can be immediate. Alcohol rules are strict and often misunderstood. Alcohol over 70% alcohol by volume is completely prohibited. Alcohol between 24 and 70% is usually limited to 5 liters, must be unopened and properly packaged. Anything beyond that will be confiscated. Marijuana and THC products deserve special attention. Even if marijuana is legal in your country or state, international borders do not recognize local laws. Something completely legal where you live can equal detention, criminal charges, or imprisonment somewhere else, whether medically advised or not. Medical marijuana, oils, edibles, and products over 0.3% THC are illegal in many countries. Always research destination laws before packing, not landing. Toxic, flammable, or pressurized items are automatic red flags. This is not limited to bleach, solvents, fuels, cleaning chemicals, aerosols, spray cans, and compressed gas containers. They can become dangerous under pressure and temperature changes alongside the altitude changes. These items are removed immediately if detected. Let's go to weapons. Weapons, ammunitions, fireworks, and weapon components are among the fastest ways to trigger secondary screening. And of course, undeclared items lead to serious legal consequences. Secondary screening isn't random, it's triggered by patterns. For example, overpacked bags with dense electronics will definitely raise suspicion. multiple batteries clustered together as well. This also applies to liquids buried deep inside luggage, unlabeled medications, organic items like food as well, inconsistent answers, nervous behavior, and something as simple as saying you didn't pack the bag yourself. All these raise questions, and questions lead to inspections. At security checkpoints, behavior matters. Follow instructions. Declare medically necessary liquids. Stay calm. Never joke about weapons, explosives, or threats. In secure environments, jokes are treated as statements. When you land, Customs and Border Police expect honesty. Declare cash over $10,000 and declare food if you're not sure. Declare purchases as well. You're responsible for what's in your bag. Saying you didn't know what was inside doesn't protect you. Ignorance is no defense. It does the opposite. And remember this, if something illegal or prohibited is detected, your bag will be opened. Locks do not stop inspections. TSA approved locks allow access. Non-approved locks can be cut. Security will always override your luggage. Here is the difference between travelers who go through from those who get stopped. The smoothest travelers aren't lucky, they are informed. They pack intentionally. They research destination laws and they understand that legality changes at borders. They don't assume. And now, so do you. Oh, the next time you see someone get pulled aside while you walk through, you know why. If this video saved you from one delay, one fine, or one mistake, stay tuned. The next travel mistake people make costs more than a confiscated item. Subscribe, comment, like, and share this video with your loved ones, and let's avoid the main TSA mistakes and travel mistakes. And let's avoid some of these avoidable mistakes. See you in the next one.